Yo, what's good, man? Working on a night move, trying to make some teenage driving new. Working on a night move.
Ooh,
Mm. Little Bob Sager boy.
you didn't know that?
What's up, brother man?
Not a whole lot. I'm gonna send this link to my email
Oh, why?
so I can get on my Surface Pro. Crazy ass man.
We already live.
Oh,
Eastside Harold, what's up, man?
did you want me to do the other link so we can go live on both channels? Or are you good?
Nah, I'm good. I know I was late, so I just started it.
Mm.
But
Mm-mm-mm.
if you want to go live on your channel, then we can. I did it this way in case Big Raw wanted to come in. Cowboys channel.
No, we can keep it this way. I don't care. YouTube's been copy striking me anyway, so
What?
yeah, I can't say nothing. It's a copyright strike.
Man got a little MCF going on.
No, I'm better than that.
I heard that. Whatever. Hey man, them Cowboys say y'all always talk about us. We gonna do a little something. We gonna do a little something. Like we ain't gonna barbecue no rib, but we might put a little chicken on the grill or something like that.
We're gonna do what?
So the Cowboys said we don't never. They said the fans always complaining. They said they're gonna do a little something.
Well, Cowboys been doing this. It's just the fans. The fans want who they want, and whatever the Cowboys do, it's not good enough.
Yeah,
But now they're kind of getting used to these swings and stuff. So, but
right, right.
Cowboys had a few swings and a few misses too, though. You feel me?
I screenshotted something from the internet where this girl said, "Dang, Cowboys make a move." Then she put a sad face and said, "But we still got Dak though."
It's true though. It's true though.
She
She
put
ain't
a
lying.
they ate her alive for that boy.
No, there ain't no reason to eat her alive. Your quarterback choked
The fans mad
twice.
at her for saying that.
We'll get deep. We'll get deeper into it though.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. We definitely we
We'll
gonna
get deeper
dive
into it.
in.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
for
dive.
sure.
We're gonna dive in like Luke Combs.
Oh my God, East out here, how you been, man? But yeah, man, it's been one of them things, man. We everybody saying, oh man, we didn't get OBJ, man. This dude, man,
Trust me.
OBJ out here sound like a diva right now, man.
Yeah, he sounds just like a little girl.
Yeah, man. It's
You want
okay.
to no thanks. Not
No
me.
thanks.
Not today.
Not today. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's worth talking about. It's worth chit chatting about, man. That's why I wanted to go live, man. It's worth chit chatting about, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hold on, we got who is it? Oh, there you go, right there. Crazy boy.
You didn't know that?
Oh my,
James.
man. I'll be all right if I can grow that in the middle. I could never grow that in the middle, right there. I could never grow that, dude. If I could get that, oh my goodness, I start wearing a top hat with. I sure as heck would.
Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
You ready?
I've been ready.
All right, man.
Can you
So
hear me? Do I sound good?
yeah, you sound great, brother. Sound like you should be doing radio.
Ooh.
You should be doing radio. I hate doing this on my phone because it don't let me view it on YouTube like it do on my computer. On my compute.
No, you ain't on mute.
I didn't say that. What? Thing bubble. What is it? What do you switch? Oh, oh. Okay. Anyways, so how I get out of this? There we go. So let's start with the releases first. And I don't know. Only one I know is. Oh wait, let's start with losing Connor McGovern. Was that big, or is just another just a guy?
It's big if they don't replace him, right? It's big if they don't replace him. Like McGovern came in center a little bit, played guard. It took him a little bit to get that left side down. He had that right side down pretty good. Came in here rookie year, tore his pec, had some injuries. Teams were very interested in trading for him. Cowboys said no and let him go. They let him go to the Bills. So that's where McGovern's at. If they don't replace him, it's definitely going to be a big miss. And
Ready, Red, what's up, man?
But I do wish him the best over there in Buffalo.
Yeah, for sure.
His services right here in Dallas, all right, and he's going to be missed.
We lost. I'm joking when I say this, but we lost Dak #1 wide receiver, Noah Brown.
Noah Brown. Yeah, know exactly who you were talking about when you said it.
Jeff, what's up? So we lost Noah Brown to the Texans.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
we lost Noah Brown to the Texans.
I'm glad he didn't want to stay with these Cowboys. And I'm glad he get the fresh start somewhere, and Simi Fehoko or Jalen Tolbert gets another fresh start here while Noah Brown's out. So it's up to these two guys what they want to do. But I'm sure they'll draft a wide receiver too. So be on the lookout
of course. Let's talk about the big one. Those are two players that was free agent when they signed somewhere else. Let's talk about the Cowboys just straight up releasing Zeke. How you feel about that?
It's been due, bro. Excuse me. No, it's been due. It is something that needed to happen. Zeke's production declined. He had 12 touchdowns, all of them, but like 3 was more than 5 yards. And when I say more than 5 yards, it's anywhere between 5 to 7 yards, right? Zeke just lost it. Yeah, and appreciate everything he's done. But, you looked at since he held out for Cabo and got paid, everything's just been declining. But it's time for Zeke to go, just like that sorry ass offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore. It's time for a reboot. All right. It's time for a reboot. And Zeke was definitely the time. Definitely time.
Stephon Gilmore. Okay, we had let me see. Boss Man Murder Dude. We had Nashawn Wright. We had a few people over Dan Quinn. He was experimenting over there on that side. Anthony Brown, of course, before he got injured.
Free agent.
They have Cowboys #2 in the NFL as far as best cornerback duo. The Dolphins are #1. The Cowboys are #2. Stephon Gilmore, man, at his age, his experience, and all that good stuff. How do you feel having him on the other side of Trayvon? Do you think he's better than Trayvon?
No. You talking the Gallimore deal? It ain't about being better than anybody, in my opinion. I think it's bringing valuable veteran depth in here, right? Like, Gallimore is better than Anthony Brown any day of the week. Gallimore is better than Anthony Brown laying on his back and having someone run right past him, all right? So that's a huge upgrade there. So you got your 2 outside corners. You got your nickel and Deron Bland. Jordan Lewis is still coming back with this team healthy, right? So it's the piece of the puzzle that we needed on this defense side of the ball. Like let Deron Bland and Israel McQuamu play where they do best in the nickel, and have these guys play on the outside with Diggs and Gallimore. And Cowboys, they're doing the right thing right here with Gallimore and with
Gilmore.
Gilmore.
I said
Yeah,
Gallimore too. It's Stephon Gilmore. My bad.
it's definitely Stephon Gilmore, and getting all that done. So yeah, Stephon Gilmore coming in here, not better than Diggs. There's no comparison. They're two different corners, but I like Gilmore better in man than I do Diggs in man.
Yes, sir. What's up, Woody
Okay,
Mack? Is there any chance? No, Dak is not getting released.
next year.
Yeah. So we fill that spot up on the other side of our cornerback. Now let's go to the other side of opposite side of CD Lamb. There was talks of D Hop, Trayvon wanted his brother. We knew that wasn't gonna happen. But when it all boils down in the end, we end up getting Brandon Cooks, who me and you talked about last year, who I said Sub Hollywood. We're gonna have to have Gilmore and Diggs on the outside, Bland and Lewis and Slots. That's not too shabby. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Gallimore is ass, by the way. So with opposite of CeeDee Lamb is clearly gonna be Brandon Cooks and not Michael Gallup. Um,
You'll see
come on, man.
you'll
Come
see a
on,
mix
man.
of it. I'm not gonna rule out Michael Gallup being on the field. Listen,
Nah, but no.
this is
Nah.
a whole new offense. It's hard to project who's going to be where. Mike McCarthy's calling plays now, right?
Typically, Brandon Cooks is going to be the number 2. Let's just say that.
Typically at 5'10", I'll say Brandon Cooks could play the slot in and out with CeeDee Lamb.
Anyway, so picking him up over these other guys, a lot of Cowboys fans, they're kind of like 50-50, missed him when he went out. They're kind of like 50-50 with this move the Cowboys made, even with what they did to get him 5th round, a 6th round next year, I think. And the Texans are still going to pay $6 million of that guaranteed salary. Know your play outside, bro. He don't play slot. Yeah. Somebody said know your play, man.
Okay. Well, whenever Michael Gallup's on the outside and CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks is switching out the slot, I can't tell you that I trust me, guys. Watch tape. Watch Mike McCarthy, how he uses his wide receivers. Brandon Cooks and CeeDee Lamb are going to rotate the slot. Brandon Cooks is not going to be a primary outside X guy. All right, you heard it here first from your very own Cowboys corner. Raw Nation could tell you different. Okoye could tell you different. These guys watch all the film, right? I don't got to watch much film to let you know that Brandon Cooks and CeeDee Lamb is going to switch in and out of that slot spot. Period.
Team has Cook play slot at. He never played slot before.
I'm trying to tell you, this guy's 30 years old. He's 5'10". Him and CD are going to switch. It's going to happen.
So, for what we did to pick him up, how do you feel about it? And are you comfortable with the way we address wide receivers?
Absolutely.
So far.
Absolutely. I turned on a little bit of Brandon Cooks tape, and of course he don't play slot, but he will under Mike McCarthy's offense, and he gets NFL open, deep threat, speed, stuff like that. He gets NFL open, but the problem is he don't get Dak Prescott open. I mean, CeeDee Lamb, when he started turning it on, he had to earn every inch to get that ball thrown to him. Sometimes it was higher than a kite. Sometimes it was lower, a centimeter, a hair grass off the turf, whatever you want to call it, right? Dak Prescott has to understand NFL open. He has to understand it. Get him the ball. Give him the ball.
Okay. I'm okay with it. Like I said last year, we talked. I wanted Brandon Cooks last year, but they wanted a 2 for him 2nd round, and on the Cowboys, just like nah. I do think that he'll be more of his true position, which is the outside receiver more than I honestly don't see him being no slot at all. I just don't see him doing that. I don't know. Mike McCarthy might, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the positions. Is like Larry Fitzgerald said, you can't just get in that position and think it's easy. That's one of the things where you got to be smart and you got to know what you're doing. Because you can get lit up like a Cook's 29. Yeah, he's 29, not 30.
Oh, tomato, tomato.
So, back to 21. As far as Zeke goes, Cowboy Nation, along with a lot of the other teams, damn man, they just own you today in the chat.
They can. It's all right.
They own you today. A lot, unlike a lot of other teams, fans, you get caught on to the player and what he has done
You
versus
know
what
what's
he
crazy? They're all
what.
concerned about his age, but the mother lover turns 30 September 25th.
So
The
he'll be 30, right?
motherfucker's 30.
So he's 30. He's gonna play at 30. D Hop has been chaos through the last 2 years. Suspended, injuries. OBJ been through injuries. Cook missed 4 games last year because he was done with the Texans and just skipped games. Yeah, like I said, I like it, man. D Hop, last 2 years, it's almost like he's been invisible up there in Arizona. OBJ has had those knees are just wrecked, man. Dak's about 28, so I'm not going to put too much on age. I mean, that ain't
A
saying nothing.
28-year-old quarterback and a 28-year-old wide receiver, just like a 28-year-old running back. Those are three different ages. A running back ages faster than any of those two. A wide receiver ages faster than a quarterback. And a quarterback, as many rules as they have for them, that's why they're able to play till they're 40.
Yeah.
A lot of receivers can't play till they're 40. Not a lot of running backs can play till they're 32, right?
Yeah.
So ages for positions, there's nothing to compare.
Yeah. But QB don't matter there. Yeah, right. But I think for Zeke it was the time. Zeke had that Earl Campbell drop off, man. Plus Zeke was punishing. Zeke was just he was a contact running back. He wasn't the type to run out of bounds or get down at the first
He
down.
was the last 2 years.
He had no choice. He had already tore his body up. Early on, Zeke was just a contact. He wasn't gonna try to dodge you, and then he gonna run straight into you, and it just hurt him. His yards per carries over the last 2 years, and his total yards, it's just a wreck. It was just disgusting. And they're like, oh, he got close to 1,000. Shit, he should. They played 40,000 games. Shit. Next question: are we done with Kelvin Joseph? Murder Man? Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't put yes.
He'll probably be on special team, but he's
That's
Murder
where
Man. He's
he's
probably
gonna
going to
be.
prison.
He'll be on special teams, or he could be a draft day trade.
Don't nobody want Murder Guy. Dallas will keep for special teams guy.
Yeah, you already lost Luke Gifford, which was one of your core pieces. So, I think you need to keep Kelvin Joseph for that core piece. I mean, this side's CJ Goodwin, but you got to keep that special teams core intact. And Kelvin Joseph and CJ Goodwin are good punt coverage guys.
I'll never forget the drop on Cam. Oh yeah, Cam Chancellor, when Zeke hit up with Cam Chancellor, yeah. Dallas will keep Kelvin Joseph for special team. Just watch. Oh yeah, of course the Reaper they're keeping. Yeah, Jim Law. Yeah, that Cam Chancellor hit. Yeah, I remember that. But it was just that time. He started to look like a fullback, man. His legs was done. It was just done. He didn't have it in him. He didn't have it in him, man. It was just time, Now we just got to. Tony Pollard had the tightrope surgery, what they call it. We hope he can recover the right way so he can be very productive. With the tag on him and all of that. But I do feel that at this point, if they don't draft the old lineman in the first round, I feel like they'll get a running back. If they don't get an offensive lineman or a defensive tackle in the first round, it's probably going to be a running back because you got Donovan Wilson and you got I almost called him what I called him when we be on the phone, and you got Jaron Curse back there.
The Cowboys keep playing their hand early, dude. They designated Zeke post June 1. So that means you could have held on to Zeke till the draft. Now, like the writing's on the table, you're going to go offense because of what they've done to the defense, right? It's going to be a wide receiver. It's going to be, and cut the crap with the tight end. I'm tired of hearing tight end for the first pick. It's stupid. Cut the crap. No tight end, all right? It's either going to be a running back or offensive line, or it could be wide receiver. But everybody knows that it's going to be a running back because they already cut Zeke and they franchise tag Tony Pollard, right? Like everybody knows in the National Football League who the Cowboys are going to get. So that, which means a team can trade up, get above the Cowboys because they know they're going running back. Cowboys should have held on to Zeke. He was going to be a post-June 1 cut anyway. Drafted their running back surprisingly, right? And then cut Zeke the next day or that same day.
Well, I think they did our respect just to give him a chance to go meet with other teams and all that stuff. I think they did it for him.
That's how the Eagles got Dallas Goedert, because Jason Witten retired minutes before the draft started. And so the Eagles traded up in front of the Cowboys to go get Dallas Goedert when the Cowboys were going to go get his ass.
I mean, I still, you can find a good running back anywhere in the draft, honestly. These guys can run. These guys are fast. The
problem with cutting Zeke, though, is you have to replace the bruising mentality. You have to replace the pass blocking. Well, do you trust a rookie to pass block for your $40 million quarterback?
Man.
A rookie fullback. I think it started with an F.
Who won the Super Bowl?
The Chiefs.
Who they running back?
Who was the Chiefs running back? He wasn't
exactly.
A rookie. It was a second year, I think.
Exactly.
Claire Edwards.
Pass blocking like when your QB get moving, wiggle, diggle, you ain't got to worry too much about it.
Dak runs like a crippled dog, man.
Oh, but listen though, I don't want to put too much into that pass blocking thing. I just think Zeke was so good at it that it's like, man, we missed that. Dak just hold the ball too long, man. He holds the ball way too long. Then when he scrambles, when he scrambles, he's slower than my mama.
Pacheco.
And my mama's 69.
Did Pacheco pass block? Pacheco.
Pat Mahomes didn't really need a lot of pass blocking. His old line.
You know what's so depressing, dude?
What?
I was in Kansas City this past weekend. We went to Friday Night SmackDown.
Yeah.
My hotel, it's called a Best Western Premier Sports Complex.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I pull up to go check in. I look to my right. There's the Kansas City Royals Stadium. I make a right. Then I have to make a left. I look back to the right, Arrowhead Stadium. I was in enemy territory. The Kansas City Chiefs Stadium was literally right across the street from my hotel.
So the Reaper said that's Kellen Moore's offense. This offense now is known about quick passes. Maybe. Hopefully, that's why his INTs were always down till this year. Dude threw like 17 innings, and then he missed he missed 5 games and still led it. That's crazy to miss that many games and still lead in interceptions.
Listen,
he missed 5 games and still had that many INTs.
And it wasn't Kellen Moore's fault. The shit Dak was on was Dak Prescott's fault. The shit the ball was hitting wide receivers' hands and going into the defensive hands. All right, a lot of that is the wide receiver of that, but a lot of those that wasn't that was 1,000% Dak Prescott. So it's a combination of everything. A lot of it does have to do with those wide receivers dropping those passes and the ball just bounces in their hands. But Dak Prescott threw a lot of stupid footballs.
Man, yeah, I'm living in Warrenburg now, and those stadiums See those things all the time. Yeah, man. I mean, so Mike McCarthy said, which I wasn't really hype about him saying this because, but Mike McCarthy said his objective is to run the damn ball, keep the defense fresh. What you think about that, man?
Think about what?
Mike McCarthy saying that.
Well, that's common sense. They've been saying that. You acting like the Cowboys, or I'm not saying you when I say you acting like. A lot of people are acting like the Cowboys don't ever run the football. This team was built running the football. Period. Since Jason Garrett, the last 10 plus years, we've been built running the football. You look at Marion Barber, Felix Jones, DeMarco Murray, not Kelvin Joseph, the other Joseph Randall,
Joseph Randall.
Zeke, Darren McFadden.
Dan McFadden had 1,000 yards.
This team was built running the football. It's nothing new.
Yeah.
It's nothing new. Cut the crap. This is the first time we've ever run the football. No, this team's been built for years to run the football.
Hey, the Reaper, the problem with that is, you said no one talks about Josh Allen also. The problem with that is he's not a Cowboy. I don't give a damn.
I can care less about Josh Allen. I
don't care if he threw 40
picks.
I don't care. I'm talking about the Dallas Cowboys quarterback. And see, that's my problem when we talk about Dak. Be like, oh, but Aaron Rodgers sucked this year. I don't care.
I'm glad he sucked.
I don't care about Josh Allen throwing him in INTs. He's not my quarterback.
He ain't my
I'll talk about Prescott. I don't compare him with other guys when I talk about what he didn't do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I compare Dak with his years in the NFL, his experience, and where he should be as a starting quarterback that makes $40 million.
Facts.
I don't care how many. I don't care if Josh Allen threw 35. It didn't affect our team winning or losing.
Right.
Why didn't we just?
I can care less.
Why didn't we just use a restricted tag on Pollard? Man, look, I'm gonna tell you one thing about me. When it comes to that free agent, unrestricted, I don't know. I don't know. We can talk about the draft. If he's going to run the ball, he needs some offensive line. You right about that, Woody Mac. Woo. Tyler Biadasz kind of stepped up this year, huh?
Hey, he did. The offensive Dak was the least sacked, like top 5 least sacked quarterback in the National Football League. What more do you want from this offensive line? And that's with Tyron Smith being hurt. That's with the rookie left tackle. That's with Connor McGovern finding his feet. That's with Tyler Biadasz. That's with the Hall of Famer, Zach Martin, right? And that's with Terrence Steele. Like, come on, guys. We got to stop acting like this offensive line just been hot trash. We got to stop we got to set aside the excuses, period, and look at what this team boils down to, and that's a choking quarterback.
That's what I'm happy with. Hey, look, Terrence Steele coming back. Tyler Smith balled last year. He balled, man. It just Cowboys steady give Dak weapons, no excuses. Exactly.
Boom.
They always do. They always do. Every time.
1980 in the house.
Oh, big bro, what's up, big homie? What's going on? Huh?
Ready to send him the link.
Send him the link.
Send him the link. I'm telling him I'm emailing it to him.
Okay. So here's the thing, man. When it comes to offense, we were top 5 in scoring. We were top 5. It's just the moments where we needed to make it happen then. Say what you want to say. The quarterback just dropped the ball. That can be hard to bring down because he's rooted up for a 30-yard run.
And he has, went for a 30-yard run, but he runs like a wounded dog.
And I leave Tyler at left tackle, but they want Tyler Smith. Okay. I Willie Lou. What's up, man? In the house. I ain't seen that name in a minute. Yeah, they do give him weapons, man. Like, you gotta think about it, bro. In 2018, once we got rid of Diz, they went on camera and said, we don't really need a number 1, man. We're gonna pass this ball around, man. We had Cole Beasley. We had Bryce Butler. I don't know if T. Will gone already or not.
What year?
2018, right before we got Coop.
T. Will was gone.
And they said all that. Then halfway through the season, what they did, they went and gave up a first round for Amari Cooper, trying to help out the quarterback. And he changed life in Dallas.
And Amari Cooper got Dak Prescott paid.
They did. You know?
Period.
So it's just one of them things, man, where, you say Dak have good moments, but see, we always talk about, oh, y'all ain't saying what Dak did. This man, listen, Jerry took Dak weapons from him. Jerry took Dak weapons from him. What are you talking about?
You drafted CeeDee Lamb with the first round pick in 2020.
Hey, Kelvin, real talk. What's up, agent? Real talk. List those weapons that Jerry took from him so we can talk about it. Whole team got Dak paid.
What weapons?
I saw and I believe it. Man, listen. Every weapon Dak has had hasn't. How many times has Dak? I mean, you got to think of all the balls that weren't catchable that Coop made. That Coop just made an excellent play on. You got to think of all the balls that weren't catchable. CeeDee Lamb torquing his body to go get all the balls that weren't catchable. That guys just going up getting. Even that big one, T.Y. Hill got like. Here we go. Who is this? Jerry took Dak weapons from him. Cooper traded. Gallup MCL tear. People knew he wouldn't be the same. And CD was also sold on him because on him being a number one this time. What does Jerry have to do with Gallup MCL tear?
And it doesn't matter if the fans are sold on CeeDee Lamb. Period. Reaper. I think you're reaching here on this one. Because Cooper pulled himself out of games. Cooper took himself away from the Dallas Cowboys. And with all the COVID dilemma, with pulling himself out of the game with the Patriots, right? CeeDee Lamb and Dak had to get on the same page. You invested a first-round pick in CeeDee Lamb. It doesn't matter if we were sold. I wasn't sold on CD being a number one. You're absolutely right. But it's up to Dak Prescott, who they say is a leader of this football team. They don't say – the first thing that they say about Dak, they don't say what a great generational football player. They don't say that. They say he's a true leader in the locker room. But when Zeke got cut, then that narrative went away for Dak. It was Zeke was the heartbeat of this locker room. Zeke was the heartbeat leader. Well, I thought Dak was. See, it all comes out. Dak ain't nothing but a whiny baby, and they proved that on Hard Knocks. Period.
That's Cowboy fan 1980. What's going on, brother?
What's up, guys? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
What's up?
Man, I can't be on long, but I just thought I'd show some respect, man, and come on in and holler at you boys, man. That's all.
Right on. How you been, man?
Pretty good, man. I can't complain. Kids on spring break last week. Got to go back to school tomorrow, and they all pissed off. You know how that go.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Too.
For sure.
Just working. Other than that, man, just surviving, man. You know.
Yeah, man. Stephon Gilmore opposite of Trayvon Diggs, man. How you feel about that?
I don't know yet. It's premature. I've been watching this game for a long time, and I can't say that he's going to shine here. You know, I don't know. He has to go into the system. The system comes first. He's a good talent. He's a talented receiver. He's no Jerry Rice or Randy Moss or anything, but he's a talented guy. He has the potential of being a good 1-2 punch at the receiver position, the Alvin Harper, Michael Irvin type thing. I hate to even say those names along with what we got now, but it has the potential of being that way if they do it right. I'm still a little upset and disappointed with my boy Dak Prescott. I've lost faith. I've lost trust in him. And y'all know me. I've supported him since day one when Romo went down and everything. I just don't know. I don't know where we're going to get from. It all comes with the offensive line and that quarterback making the right decisions. And Dak hasn't made the right decisions when we needed them. Dak's a good quarterback, and I hate to put it on Dak, but Dak has to throw him the damn ball. You get what I'm saying? So Dak's a good quarterback, but he just hasn't shown me in the last 7 years, going on 8, that he can be an elite leader and no mistakes in the playoffs. A Troy Aikman, a Joe Montana type quarterback. Tom Brady, I can put him in there now. He hasn't shown me that, and I don't know how long that they expect us to wait. You get what I'm saying? You got your money. It's time to. It's been time. You should have been in your prime right now. You should have been that type of quarterback that can make it happen for us. It's all in his hand. He's the captain of the team, and you could have Jerry Rice. You could have Michael Irvin on the other side. You could have K-Dub in the slot or whatever. It don't matter when your quarterback and offensive line can't hold up when it counts. And that is a.
No, it's so funny you say that, 1980, because the narrative on Twitter now is Peyton Manning started doing it. He was 30, so Dak Prescott has to start doing it now. That's the narrative now.
Yeah,
that's the narrative. Either you've done it, or you've shown promises that you are going to do it,
right?
Or you ain't going to do it at all. And I believe, and I've been saying this since 2018, Dak Prescott ain't going to do it at all. Like, that's why I put on my Twitter page the other day. I said, Cowboys making all these moves, but yet we still got Dak Prescott. It's hard to get excited.
Yeah, I get you have a right to feel that way. Everybody has a right to their own opinion about this football team. We don't know. They're like I always sound like a broken record when I'm talking about it. There's nothing ever different. I've never been proven wrong. I'm always right. Everything I say, I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over. So it's hard to talk about the Cowboys, and it's hard to be a Cowboy fan. There's no check. Once again, there's no check big enough for us to be a Cowboy fan because we should get paid. Like, seriously, we should get a check every month, and all the heart and time and soul that we put into this organization, and expect them to do something and give back to the community, give back to the city. That's what you play for. You don't play just to get a check, man. You play to give back. You play to dominate. You play to win football games. And now they've been just keeping us at bay all these fucking years. I've been watching this game for 40 plus years, man. I've seen talent come and I've seen talent go. I don't get surprised anymore. I don't get surprised anymore when we get free agents, when we make moves here and there. You get what I'm saying? I can't help it. Unless they prove otherwise, unless they prove me wrong for a change, unless they prove different, then I can get happy when we get somebody and something will happen. But nothing hasn't happened in almost 30 years. So how can I feel any different than I'm feeling right now? It's impossible. It's impossible. You get what I'm saying? So I just, I'm glad they're making moves. I'm glad that they're doing something, and maybe they're trying to make us better or whatever. But until I see it, man, that's where I'm at right now with them.
Yeah. How you guys doing, man?
Good. No.
What's up? What's going on, brother?
Doing
Hollywood,
okay, man.
Hollywood 23, 2022 or 22 said it right here. Did y'all know? And this is proof. Joe Cowboy Block talked about this. Cowboys that haven't been, or that has been in the league 7+ years, haven't reached a championship or a Super Bowl, and they never have. So there's a 7-year window for a quarterback to get to the championship game or to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And if a quarterback, by the time they're in their 7th year, don't do it, they're not going to do it at all.
And real quick, I want to touch upon the comment that's on the screen. Are we being harsh on Dak? No, man. For the fact of, think about it like this, right? Myself, 1980, fifth quarter Cowboys. Since Dak came into the league, we supported Dak. 1980 you said that, the quarter said that, I've said it. But dude, he got outplayed by a rookie passer against San Francisco. Like, let's just call it what it is. Dude was drafted in the 7th round, and he outplayed a 7-year starter. What else is there to say beyond that? Honestly, it's like, because think about that game for a minute. If we had competent quarterback play, what else did we need in that game? And it's the same shit every year. And it's the same thing about, the consistency. And think about also the progression of every season since he came into the NFL. How does it usually go? Think about it. We win, we lose maybe the first game of the season. We go on a winning streak of maybe 5-6 games. These guys get cocky like motherfuckers, lose a game in embarrassing fashion. Maybe they beat a couple of bad teams down the stretch, and then we lose in a wild card at a divisional game. That's how it's been, right? For the past, that's pretty much the rhythm of all these games. So, are we being hard on Dak? Absolutely not. We're not being hard on Dak. I was an advocate of him getting paid. I know 1980 was an advocate of him being paid. And you're trying to tell me that you can't limit turnovers in a playoff game. And when a rookie is not turning you don't have to. I don't want to hear anything about, the excuse making for Dak Prescott. No, man, he has to step up. Bottom line, if he does not step up, we're not going to do anything. Does not matter what this whole Brandon Cooks, him coming to the team. I remember last year, fifth quarter, and we talked about this. We were like, man, if we got Brandon Cooks, maybe we can get somebody opposite CeeDee Lamb and stuff like that. We talked about that, I remember. But at the end of the day, if Dak throws picks, it's not going to amount to anything, right? I mean, what's it really going to matter if he throws picks? So I just wanted to touch up on that comment real quick. And this is not me. This is not me throwing shade at you, man. It's just there's nothing to defend with Dak Prescott playing the way he's been playing. He has one really great game, then he has one really shitty game, and I don't want to hear anything about his character. People talking about, oh, he said this, and he took accountability and all this other crap. So what? He goes up to the press conference and he says the same shit every time in the press conference. I'm tired of hearing it. At what point are you going to show it instead of say it? You know what I mean?
So, the Reaper, I blocked you by accident. I'm so sorry. If you're seeing this, I blocked you by accident. I apologize. I did not try to do that. What was that score in that San Francisco game?
19-12.
19-12. Our defense held that offense to 19 points, and we couldn't get 20.
That was a winnable game, guys.
That was a winnable game.
And you're blaming defense got gassed in the fourth quarter, man. San Francisco is averaging 30 some odd points, up until that game. We hold them to 19. Come on. And come on.
The longer your defense stays on the field, the more points the other team is going to score because the defense is going to get tired.
Yeah.
I don't care what Romo is not our quarterback right now. I don't care about that. I don't care what Romo did. We talk about this guy right here, right now. You saying Romo did the same thing though? Hey, listen. Okay.
But that's two things can be true, right?
Okay.
Yeah. It's just
I think we talk about the fifth quarter. Here we go again. I'm that you guys are gonna remember that we've talked about before. With the Dallas Cowboy fan base. This is everybody that's listening. We talk about what we see. We don't just make up things just to make ourselves sound. Trust me, man. I'm not losing no sleep over YouTube. We're not making up things just to say, oh, well, Dak's this. We want Dak to succeed. We wanted Romo to succeed. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, you're too harsh on. That's a grown fucking man. Exactly. That's a grown dog. He knows better. And he should know better. He's getting paid like he should know better. You get what I'm saying? We're watching, hoping, wishing, wanting him to succeed and do better.
Yep.
So we're not just, hey, I'm gonna just make up something just to make Dak look bad. I don't really do. I don't really care. I just want, like Jimmy Johnson said to Ken Norton. He said, when you're making plays, I love you. when you're not making plays, I don't love you anymore. That's the game, dude.
Yeah.
There's no tissue on the sideline for some grown man that throw 2 interceptions and go to the sideline crying.
And
trust me, there's not a box of tissues over there. Get your ass up and get it and let the defense get out there, do their thing, get the ball back, get back out there. Or get somebody that will not, I repeat, will not make interceptions and costly, stupid penalty or whatever in a crucial game. That's what we've been wanting. That's what how long we gotta wait?
Right. Yeah.
That's a good damn question.
Right.
We've been waiting for almost 30 years.
Yeah.
So how long we gonna keep? Say, man, if you can't do it, like Corner said, hey man, if you can't do it, we get somebody else that can get in there and do it. I love you when you're making plays, but when you're not making plays, get your ass off the field, bro. We get somebody else out there. That's the game, man. I'm sorry. If your car break down, what you gonna do? You gonna get it fixed. If it break down again, you gonna get it fixed. If it keep breaking down on you, hey man, I gotta get a new car, man.
I get a new guy. I'm putting my money in this car, man.
God damn. See,
and the Cowboys are putting $40 million in Prescott. We getting the same damn thing.
You know what I'm saying? They don't understand unless you break it down to them like that, like little kids. But that's all I got, man. I got to get out of here, man. I love y'all, man. I appreciate you letting me.
Appreciate you, bro. No doubt. Hey, Cowboys Corner. My man said Diggs dropped a pick 6 in the game right in his hands. That could have changed everything. What do you think about that?
I don't know.
No, you know, there's a saying, right? You play defense because you can't catch the ball. And you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Diggs did get 11 interceptions last year.
Yeah.
All right. But his job is to pass break up or intercept the ball.
Yeah.
Right? Did he drop that interception? He absolutely did. But let me tell you something. The first game in 2022 in this playoff game, Dak was sacked 5 times. Okay. We all know that game wasn't on Dak. All right. And Dak threw 1 interception the first time. The second time around, Dak was sacked once and threw 2 picks. So that one Diggs interception that he dropped was supposed to make up Dak's every mistake Dak made in that game.
Right. Yeah.
No, sir. That didn't work that way.
Right.
That Dak has to take care of the ball. Dak has to know the situation of football.
Right.
And you can't go into the Buccaneers defense and light their asses up and then come here and lay an egg and lay a complete egg. Are you talking about 23 for 37? He was 62. He's actually better than last game. 206 yards, 5.6 average, which was lower than last game. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, and his completion percentage was 63.6%. 69 last playoff game in 2022. Those 2 picks don't mean nothing, and those were ugly picks.
Horrible.
Those were rookie decision interceptions.
Yeah. Horrible picks.
Eshae, you remember last year, man, you talked about what we think Brandon Cooks.
Yeah,
we didn't say he'd be, this all elite, but he keep the defense honest. You're not just they gonna give Brandon Cooks more respect than they gave Michael Gallup.
Yeah.
He's still a speedster. He still can take the top off. They're gonna give him more respect than they gave Michael Gallup. Not saying Michael Gallup is just trash, because I don't think he was ready yet because of that knee. But they rushed him back. And somebody put in the comments, somebody cleared up what they were saying. They were saying Jerry kind of forced him. Jerry getting rid of Coop kind of forced them to bring Gallup back early. But like Cowboys Corner said, go back and watch that game.
Right.
The guy that we just picked up, Gilmore, he locked Coop down in that Patriots game. Coop said, man, I don't want no more.
Yep.
And he went to the sideline. And Jason Garrett, like, man, get your ass over here.
Yeah.
He's like, get over here. He on the road, he was bad. When he got locked up, when cornerbacks really locked him up, he disappeared. Yes, he's good. One of the best route runners you will see. But Coop could be had if you knew what you was doing. Right. If you were a top 5 cornerback, you can handle Amari Cooper, man.
Yeah.
And that's just the fact, you get players, you get the production out of them, and when that production is no longer there, you got to move on. That's just the way it goes.
That's the
I hate the way they handle things. Trust me, Cowboys Corner know when they cut Dez for probably 3-4 weeks straight on the round table. I was going crazy,
and I was eating cake,
and he was eating cake.
Yeah.
I was going crazy when they cut Dez. I'm telling you.
Dez, I was so mad too.
I lost my video is still up. I went on a crazy rant about it. I hated it, man. But at the same time,
about time.
I was so bad too.
I said it's just like with Zeke. It was about time.
It was about time.
Yeah.
I love Dez for what he did, man. That dude, he tore the league up, man. But injuries, not being a route runner, guys started figuring him out. They started bringing in cornerback that could actually go up and jump with him, lock him down, be physical with him. It was just time, man. It just like they did with the Coop thing. They didn't have nobody to immediately replace him.
Yeah. And real quick, I wanted to touch on something 1980 said about Dak being a grown man. And see, the issue that I have with a lot of these people who are supporting Dak Prescott is I supported Dak for a long stretch of time. But if you're not going to take your Dak blinders off for 1 minute and just judge him based off of the play that people blaming all of us for, being a hater on Dak. I know so many people call Cowboys corner hate. What the fuck do we have to, lose by hating on him? Honestly, it's like
we don't gain nothing or lose nothing.
And he's the quarterback of our team. Do you honestly think we want him to play like shit?
Right.
Let's be real. If his play directly affects our team, use some fucking common sense for once. Give me a break with the whole you're hating on Dak. We're calling it like we see it, right? And the fact of the matter is, if this whole Brandon Cooks acquired, like I'm saying, Brandon Cooks can be wide open on the play. If Dak doesn't throw the ball to him, what the fuck's it gonna matter? If he throws 2 picks in a game, what's it going to matter? It's not going to amount to anything. So Dak getting hate, all this other shit, and he's like, after Zeke, got released, he's like, oh, I'm sad about Zeke being in. Dude says the same thing all the time. We all know it. So I'm not going. Him talking means nothing to me. Because the dude recites the same shit without producing, and at what point in time? You keep talking, and people I hear people on television are like, oh, I admire his character. What do you want? What do you want to give him a cupcake?
Shit pissing me off so bad.
And I'm just like, okay, what's he supposed to say at the press conference? What do you want to give him a cupcake for saying I played like shit?
I like that setup, Cowboys, going that mic hanging like that. I like that, man. That's nice.
Well, thank you.
It's just
I like that. But yeah, I agree with you, bro. Eshawn, every time we came on last year, what we said, I'm not gonna watch this shit because Dak gonna get up there and say, we know the guys we have in this locker room. We're gonna watch this. We're gonna learn from this. We're gonna get better every goddamn week. Same shit. We're gonna get better. We trust the guys in the locker room. We know the type of team we have. Man, fuck, man.
Who the fuck cares? It's just okay, you speak all fine and dandy. How are you playing on the field? What's your production like? At the end of the day, that's what matters, right? We're not you can't talk your way into playing a good game.
Jim, I think here's the thing, Jim. You said we're being harsh. Harsh. If I say, if somebody walked by me with one arm and one leg, I said, damn, that man ain't got one arm and one leg. I'm just saying what I see, man. When I talk about Dak, I talk about what I see. Now, you can say our verbiage is not what you would prefer. If you can say he needs to get better versus us saying this motherfucker been here 7 years and he still play the same. That's just how we choose to express how we feel about our quarterback of our team that hasn't brought us a Super Bowl, that has had many opportunities. 2016, his first year, we went 13-3.
Yep.
That defense, they stunk it up. We didn't have a really good defense. Dak brought it back 31-all. True enough, he was a rookie, blah, blah, blah. Zeke carried that team. Dak didn't have to do much his rookie year.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But when Zeke wear and tear started to show, and Dak had to really play football and be the quarterback we needed him to be, it showed. And like I said, when I first met Cowboys Corner, when we first started the round table, one of the first things he said about Prescott is footwork.
Footwork.
First met the dude. That's one of the first things he said about Dak was his footwork. And it made me pay attention to it because I never really paid attention to nothing like that. It made me pay attention to it. And I was like, damn, I see what he means. That shit matters that much. Like Cowboys blog say, shout out to him. He called him Happy Feet. Because of how Dak does. And it's like every time the ball is snapped, like he's afraid. Immediately. Like Prescott keeps his team in the playoffs. Let me put that up there. Gene Jones. Prescott. See, that's the thing. That's my thing, right? That's my thing, y'all. When we make it there, they say it's Dak. When we don't make it there, the O-line wasn't blocking. The wide receiver couldn't catch. Mike McCarthy was trash. Kellen Moore was trash. The defense ain't do nothing. Diggs was getting beat. Everybody was getting beat. When we get there, it's all Dak. When we don't get there, it's everybody else. What do you say, Cowboys Corner?
Diggs dropped the interception.
Yeah, every time. But when we get there, Dak got us there. Dak took us 13 and Dak had us this record. But when we fucking lose, it's everybody but Dak.
This defense held them to 19 points, and they're going to cry about one pick when the quarterback threw 2.
Right. And I mean, Trayvon Diggs dropped the pick. Okay, yeah, we could have had, even if he caught that, say for example, he caught that. Given how our offense was playing in that game, do you honestly think it would have mattered? Like, let's be honest.
It would be a pick 6.
I mean, it would not have done he caught the pick, fine, but the defense was strapped up. At some point, San Francisco was going to get going. You can't just completely lock. I mean,
thank you, Marjax.
And and again, my whole thing with Dak Prescott is it's very simple, man. As someone who's defended him, I'm not given what I'm seeing from him. We have a 7-year body of work on this guy. Okay. Exclude his rookie season for 1 minute. Take his second year to now. Every year has been like this. And we've all called out Kellen Moore's play calling. We've all called out Mike McCarthy, being stoic and all this other shit. But as bad as you want to, that's true, but they're not throwing picks.
And even with Kellen Moore, Mike McCarthy, they had us top 5 offense in the past 2 years.
Yeah, and
so like you said, they're not throwing picks. They're not out there doing one play that don't work and then going back to the next play and pick. It's just, man, when a defensive end pick you off, something wrong.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just like I get so sick of hearing all this Dak defense now and all this other shit. It's just like, dude, he's not producing on the field. It was the same thing with Zeke. People keep talking about, Zeke this, Zeke that.
Receivers, no run game.
I don't know. And I mean, like, it's just, until Dak steps up, we all know we're not going to do anything. And it's just
like I was telling Cowboys Corner, I'm gonna let you talk, Corner. Like I told Cowboys Corner, I said it was a girl I saw on the internet. She said, "Dang, the Cowboys are making moves." Then she put a sad face and said, "But we still have Dak, though."
No, it's the truth, man.
It's the truth. But like I say, 1980, a lot of more people have been at the forefront. Space Cowboy at the forefront of defending Prescott.
Yeah, man.
You guys have been at the forefront, but at a time, it's just. He had a broken thumb to deal with this year, and that affects your throw. That's why the INTs, in my opinion.
Dude, come on, man! Like,
really? What happened?
Dude,
how did Pat Mahomes win the Super Bowl? What was wrong with his ankle?
No, okay, forget Pat Mahomes. But, bro, is Dak Prescott on the field? Was he on the field? Yes or no?
Thank you.
Bottom line.
If you're out there,
I don't want. He never like. I mean. This whole time, the whole thumb thing, barring that 5-game stint where he was sitting, did we hear a single word about that the whole season? Barring those 5 games, nothing. So I don't want to hear nothing about no broken thumb the last 2/3 of the season when he's out there on the field, he had a broken thumb when he threw touchdown passes. So you could throw touchdown passes with a broken thumb, but you want to make excuses for picks. In what world does that make sense? Like, come on, man. Like, it's his decision making too. Come on, it is that I don't want to hear nothing about no broken thumb. No.
Cowboys corner Gene said we had one receiver and no run game.
My brain hurts sometimes, It really do. My brain really does hurt. So
blows your mind, man.
No run game and one wide receiver. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yep.
Apparently.
Oof. Oh my goodness gracious. All right. Well, hold on. I'm trying to get somewhere here. Hold on. Bear with me. Did the Cowboys have a 100-yard rushing running back this year?
Mm-hmm.
Did the Cowboys have 1,400, almost a 1,400-yard wide receiver this year?
Yep.
Yes, they did. Yep. And then
not
right
only we have a
behind
100-yard game wide receiver, I'm a running back. We had 1,000-yard running back, rushing on the running back. So he said no run game. But our second, not the starter, the guy coming off the bench had 1,000 yards, but no run game.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But listen, if we're gonna come up here and talk about these Cowboys.
Yeah,
I could tell you, if Eshawn did videos every day about the Cowboys, you'd be able to feel the passion.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Fifth quarter Cowboys. He has videos up. You could tell he's very passionate about his Cowboys. Cowboys blog. He does videos. You could tell that there's passion there. A lot of the content creators that you're following that is helping you enable these excuses. Show me one video of a loss that there's passion there. There's no passion. Yeah. That's why I made a rant video last year. There's too many frauds in this space that want views, want clicks, that want to feel like somebody. They want to feel that they got 1,000 followers on Twitter, that they're somebody. Mama, I made it. I'm somebody. But there's no loyalty. There's no passion from a lot of these content creators. The only thing they care about is if that following number keeps ticking. Yep. That's the only thing they care about. The money will fall in right after that, but they got to get that following count number up and up and up. There's no passion in any of these guys outside of the people I just mentioned. Simus is passionate, right? Yep. Look at all these content who have 25,000 plus. Find me one passionate video. These guys are helping you enable the excuses because they're enabling your comment. Why? So they can keep you around. Because God forbid they disagree with somebody in their comment section, they'll lose a follower, right? So watch who you follow, because there's I want views and clicks, and then there's passion. 1980, passionate as shit.
And at the end of the day, dude, all of these, big time followers, like I'll be honest, I don't follow them and I don't even watch them. For what? What's the point of it? And it's like, at the end of the day, all of these, even doing what we're doing right now, does it affect the Dallas Cowboys play on the field? No, it doesn't. But all of us here, we're doing it for the fact that we love our team. But even us talking right now, it's not going to amount to anything. At the end of the day, they're the ones who are playing. We're not.
No. No one's crying about Dak Prescott. We're stating the facts. The Dak lovers are the ones crying because they'll think of any excuse to stick up for him. That's the difference. The Dak haters know that there's a shit sandwich in front of them. We're not going to take the bite. the person that made that sandwich is going to go ahead and eat that shit sandwich because they made that shit sandwich. All right? And that's the Dak Prescott fanboys. They helping make this shit sandwich. They're trying to make this shit sandwich like it's a fucking eat fresh Subway sandwich.
Yeah.
But it ain't. It's still a shit sandwich at the end of the day.
Sandwich at the end of the day. Yeah.
And the Cowboy fan, the Dak haters know that this is a shit sandwich. They're not going to take no part of it.
Yep.
But all the Dak riders, they'll have some shit in their teeth and a toothpick later.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, all in all,
Do you have a toothpick, DJ?
I don't right now.
See, he ain't biting the shit sandwich.
No, man. No, like I said earlier, man. When we there, when we rolling, when the train is going, they give it the prop to Prescott. But when we lose, they blame everybody else. It's you can't have conversations with those type of fans because they already have their narrative in their head, and you're not going to change their mind. So it's not even worth
shit sandwich.
Yeah, it's not even worth that. We talk to objective fans, not the ones with selective criticism, man. And they pick and choose who and when they want to talk about somebody on the team. There wasn't no outrage about Zeke being released. There wasn't no outrage about the next QB will be better. Probably.
I sure hope so.
Probably. We hope so. You should hope so. You should hope so too if you want to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
See, that's this thing that we just hate. No, man, we wish the dude would go out there and ball and get us a ring, man. But what he puts on tape, see, like I said, it's selective with y'all. Y'all gonna bring up, look what he did to look what he did to the Bucks. Look what he did to. So you talk about what he did when he won, but the winnable games that he didn't win, look what he did.
Look at the Eagles game in 2019. Look at the Chiefs game just last year. Look at the Chargers game. The Chargers shot themselves in the foot, and that's why we got a dub in week 2, right? There's so many games with Dak shit-stained Prescott where we could talk about all this crap, and it boils down to this whack Prescott's quarterback play.
It does. Yeah. No, man.
We're acting like we don't have a gym in Dak Prescott. We don't have this Super Bowl winning mentality quarterback like Dak Prescott.
Somebody said the Texans game.
Yeah, that's another one.
You think you have all these gems and diamonds, but you go to the pawn shop, you want $1,000. They say the best I can do is $200. That's what you get in Dak Prescott, right? Mm-hmm. You got fool's gold. Like, it looks like gold, it walks like gold, it talks like gold, but when you really put it under pressure,
nothing happens.
Gold.
That's the thing, Hollywood. That doesn't exist in the NFL. All the stars don't align.
That's
you go out there with what
realistic.
That's the thing. Me and Cowboys Corner say this all the time. Dak needs everything to be perfect for him to succeed, and that's just not how the NFL works. That's why Prescott said Brandon Cooks can get not Prescott. That's why Cowboy Corner said Brandon Cooks can get NFL open, but he can't get Dak Prescott open. Dak Prescott needs you to be open like you are in college for him to be comfortable and have confidence to throw the ball, because if not, he's afraid he's going to throw a pick. So, yeah, man, like, it's just we watch the same games you guys watch, but like I said, you guys' criticism is selective. You pick and choose what you want to be critical about and who you want to be. We don't have who's go. We have
a fourth rounder. He's treated like one. Look, man, at the end of the day.
Oh, okay, that's what you're saying. That's true. He needs to be. He need everything perfect. That we say it all the time.
Yeah, and in what world is that realistic all the time? Like, it's just
none. That's why he can't, man. Man, Jesus Christ, go out there and ball. Trent Dilfer want the deep. They told Trent Dilfer in 2000 with the Ravens, man, just go out there and don't give it away. Ray Lewis said, the murder man, Ray Lewis, he's a murderer. Ray Lewis said, look, go out there and don't give it away. We'll do the rest.
Yeah, just don't.
Our defense held San Fran to 19. Even with the Trayvon, 19 points. This team was scoring 30 on teams.
Yeah,
they were scoring 30, 35, and we had them to 19, and we couldn't get 20. Dak, 2 missed passes in that playoff game. Those were crucial. We needed those. They didn't even have Jimmy G out there. Jimmy G didn't even beat us. What?
Yeah, and there's a comment that's saying Dak is famous for saying it won't happen again. That's
Oh yeah.
exactly
Hey, look. After the San Fran game, he put our promise on it this time.
dude.
He added a little spice on. He said, "I promise this time."
No, man.
He sucks so bad, man.
No,
He's Kirk Cousins, dude. Fuck.
He's
No,
Kirk
That sucks
Cousins.
so fucking much.
but dude,
He
Fitzpatrick,
does. He's trash. He just sucks. He's not top 10, but he might be top 15. He's anywhere between 11 to 15. Dak isn't this hoorah quarterback that's going to take you to a championship game. And it sucks. It's hard to be excited. That's why I haven't made one video this offseason about these Cowboy moves, because we still got Whack Piscott as our quarterback.
Yep.
You're right, Gene. 27 years and the QB have not. You're right. They all stunk it up.
Yeah.
What you think we gonna say? No, you're wrong. No, they all stunk it up.
Multiple
It
things.
just so happened social media age is around now, and we have this platform to talk about it on. They all stunk it up.
And dude, going to that comment about Dak saying, how many times have we talked about the press conference?
Right, agent.
And
He said, "What, Eshaun?"
No, how many times have we talked about the stupid ass press conferences? Oh, it won't happen. And that San Francisco game, that's not the first time that he said, "I promise picks won't happen again." He, after every game that he had an interception, he got to that podium and it was like, "Oh, you know what? Interceptions suck. I'm not going to throw picks. This, that, and the third." And he cleaned it up. How many games did he play this year? I don't even know.
Who?
Dak
All
Prescott.
but 5.
He missed 5.
He missed
We
5.
went 4-1 without him.
So I'm just saying, like, of all the games that he played, I can maybe count 2 that he actually cleaned up interceptions. The Minnesota game and Tampa. Other than that, tell me one game that he actually.
Tampa was a playoff game.
Yeah. But other than that, tell me one game that he actually. Oh, dude, his commercials piss me off so bad. You have no fucking. Like, the amount of times I have seen that fucking bitch ass commercial in the regular season is mind numbing.
And then they'll cut through commercial break after he threw a pick, and then you got to watch this fucker talk about his sleep number bed.
And that made me so mad. You have no clue. Like, it's just like, because if you, and I said this after the playoff game when I joined your stream fifth quarter, it's like, if you actually listen to what he says in that ad, it's like, oh, I get revolutionary, game-changing sleep to help me perform. Where is it? You know what I mean? It's just like he goes, and that's it. I think that's the biggest problem. It's the fact that
the Eagles game, he was on fire, but yeah, he still threw a stupid screen pass short as hell, and Sweat was able to pick him off, and it was 10-0.
Yep. And
so he didn't turn to fire until like the second quarter.
Yep.
So that wasn't even a complete game by Whack Piscott.
And it's those press conferences, it's those sleep number commercials, and none of them are amounting to anything on the football field. But it's those things that piss me off, for the fact that he's become the celebrity of the Dallas Cowboys. Think about it like that, right? And I'll be completely. None of us were surprised. We were disappointed that we lost to San Francisco, but I don't think any of us really surprised. And let's be honest, because think about it like this: what's the difference between the Dallas Cowboys and Facebook, Amazon, Instagram, all of these marketing companies? It just happens to be that we play football. We're a marketing company, and it just happens to be that the profession is football. Because think about it, how does Facebook, Instagram, these guys, how do they make their money? Marketing. What's the difference between that and the Dallas Cowboys? They're a marketing company. And therein lies the problem. And Dak Prescott is that kind of a face. That's the reason that dude cuts up to that press conference and says the same thing every week. That's the dude that motherfucker's on sleep number commercials. And not a single thing that he has ever said has produced anything on the football field as far as winning. That's right. I mean, that's what it is. And it's just, yeah, man, it's just, I don't want to hear anything about I'm so sick of, all this Dak stuff and all this other shit, dude.
I haven't even said Romo's name not one time.
And
That was my first time saying Romo. My
and this
second
whole
time
thing,
now.
yeah, this whole thing about Tony Romo. Okay, yes, he won 2 playoff games and however long he was with Dallas. That's sure, that's true. He had a lot of bad games. How does that's then? This is now. It's like multiple things can be true. Tony Romo also messed up. So did Dak Prescott. It's like this whole fifth quarter. You were talking about this whole selective criticism and shit, dude. All you want to pick and choose who you want to be critical about. That's all fine and dandy. We're not playing. So whoever is fucking up on the field we're just watching the games and we're going based off of what the games are. We're none of
Right
us.
on.
So, and it's just like, you want to say, oh, I love Dak. I love Tony Romo. I love Des Bryant. I love Zeke Elliott. You know what? Sure. I mean, we all, if that's all fine and dandy, but like, guess what? At the end of the day, if the quarterback doesn't perform, we're going to say he's not performing. And
Exactly.
he's not performing. Period. Bottom line, he's just not getting it done. And I guarantee, I guarantee you, he's going to he's going to get up to that press conference and say the same thing. This whole season is, and Simus was saying this in his live stream earlier today too. This is a make or break season for Dak, is what Simus was saying in his live stream. I 100% believe that.
I'm sorry, Jim made me laugh with this.
Romo said it took 7 years for everything to click. So minus Dak's injuries. Oh, Jesus Christ.
No. Romo said it took him until about 2014 to learn how to grip the ball right. But Tony Romo knew how to throw the ball. Romo wanted to be a perfectionist. That's what Tony Romo was saying. Tony Romo, you talk about that Eagles game where he was. I mean, Brad Sham said it best on Cowboys radio. Romo dropping the ball like rain to Des Bryant. That's how many times Romo was able to just drop the ball in like rain. Tony Romo's selling himself short when he made that comment. We know what type of passer. And if you ever seen Tony Romo play in person, you know Tony Romo had the prettiest spiral you've ever seen in your life. Period. Right? With Dak Prescott, it's this guy went to a footwork doctor in Florida. I said doctor, I meant coach. So a footwork coach in Florida for years and years and years and years, and nothing's changed. This guy's went through John Kitna, Kellen Moore, Doug Nussmeier, all these quarterback coaches, and his quarterback footwork looks just like it did at Mississippi State. Is it on those coaches? Absolutely not. It's on Dak Prescott for not wanting to get his game better and critique himself well enough to want to get his game better like Tony Romo did. Stats aside, either you want to improve your game or you don't want to. Tony Romo said it took me 7 years to learn how to grip the ball and to throw it. It don't matter where I was standing, how I was standing, what I was doing to throw that ball. And it felt like if I was in the right position, if I was in this position or that position. Dak Prescott can't get his footwork right, and he's going into year 8.
Yep.
Right on. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah, good conversation. We're sorry all the Dak, everybody. Hey, look, y'all. We want dudes to succeed, but we're going to talk about what has happened in his tenure with the Cowboys, and most of it has been sucky-ducky.
Yep.
He hasn't been able to win the big one when we needed him to, even when Jerry has done everything defensively, offensively that he could do. You guys want Jerry to go get guys that are still on a $40, $50, $60 million contract and just take up the contract. Oh, go get this guy. We don't care. Pay Odell 20. Pay Odell 30. Go get, man. Listen. When people win, it's because they have special talent at certain positions on their team. In the main position where you have to have a guy that knows which one is it? Tell me, please.
The last one, the Dean. I feel like Tony Romo did nothing with the pretty ball. Yeah.
No. Up.
Oh, Dax. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Listen.
Listen. Okay.
Listen.
That's a good one right there.
Say what you want. We had the talent to beat or to make it to the Super Bowl.
Mm.
I don't care what you say. Our defense was gas, and they still held that team to 19 points. We could have beat San Fran
With Christian McCaffrey, with Debo.
Yep. Preach.
with them. We could have beat San Fran, man. We could have beat them.
We had
You had Jerry Jones
Dak
going out
Prescott
against
got us
T.Y.
to an
Hilton.
NFC Championship game. I would have Dak's back right now. I would have flipped the script on everything I said. But the way this guy played in both games against San Fran, I'm out. I'm like the Shark Tank. I can't invest in this. I'm out.
I'm also out. Right there with you, Cowboys.
But still have the same front office. All right, y'all. So we're gonna get ready and get up out of here.
And that same front office paid and kept your quarterback that you like.
When they got him Amari Cooper,
you want to make that cake and
mid-season.
eat it too? You want to lie in that bed that you made?
When they got CeeDee Lamb that 40 burger.
Yep.
Oh God, don't get me started with that crap.
I ain't gonna get you started. When they got CeeDee Lamb mid-season, when they got a healthy T.Y. Hilton. I mean, just doing everything they could. But y'all be wanting them to go get goddamn guys just sign the damn country. Oh, we can afford to go get them. Y'all want unrealistic things. All over Twitter, all I heard, oh man, Brandon Cooks ain't D-Hop, man. Man, please. What do you guys want?
And dude,
What do you want?
I want to talk. So the thing about the front office, here's the thing. I've been as critical of Jerry Jones as anybody. All right. And talking about how, he's upset and all this. He's acting as if he's all upset and all this shit when he is the reason that he created this whole monster.
Yeah.
I'm the first guy to say that. He has no business being mad given the fact that for 30 years, if you really cared enough, you would do something within a 30-year time frame. No matter how retarded you might be, you would do something if you cared enough. He doesn't. But the fact is, that's true. At the same time, so is the fact that Dak is not getting it done. And the fact is Jerry Jones not being upset and all this other shit, and him being the reason that for 30 years that we've been stinking up the joint. He's still not out there throwing interceptions. He's not on the field. And this Dak, like Cowboys corner saying, like fifth quarter saying, at the end of the day, if a quarterback needing everything to be able to win a game is just not practical all the time.
Nope.
At some point, you yourself, I'm in San Francisco's game. He did not need to throw for 400 yards. He didn't even fucking need to throw for 300. Dude just did not. He just had to say, hey, just don't turn the fucking football over.
That's true.
Just play a clean game. Don't be stupid.
Yep.
Dak did not need to play good. Dak just didn't need to suck.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just like Jerry Jones paid Dak Prescott to be great. We're not even getting good. And you're trying to tell, and you're going to be able to defend that. In what world are you going to, and this whole thing about, we still have the same front office. Yes, that's true. It's 100% true. But at the same time, Jerry Jones is not throwing picks. At the same time, him saying, "Oh, I'm sick." Like, let's be like, we're like, but the thing is like we're sick as fans. I'm sick as a fan. I haven't seen a championship in my whole life, and I'm so like, but at the same time, as mad as I am about the San Francisco game and the fact that it's so Cowboys corner said it in his video after the San Francisco game. It's so frustrating as a fan. We're just not able to get over that hump. And it's just, we can't enough with the excuses. Just enough. Stop blaming Jerry Jones. Stop blaming CeeDee Lamb. Stop blaming everyone else. If your quarterback doesn't step up, nothing will amount to anything. We're just not going to do anything. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say on that. But yeah, go ahead.
Eshawn, you get you a girlfriend, man. You got some muscles. You got the gold chain. You got the Justin Bieber hairdo cut off.
Oh,
He got a whole. He came with a whole different look.
No, he got him a taste of some sugar walls or something. What you got going on over there, Eshawn?
no. So the reason I actually got a haircut, I'll tell you why. So I was just in India. I just came back 2 days ago. So basically, like, I had a big ceremony done for myself. So in Indian cultures, it's called an upanayam. So basically, it's a thread ceremony, pretty much. So they basically wrap, like, a priest will wrap a thread around bodies. It's just for men specifically. So it's essentially like, in summation, it's like a good luck charm for your career and stuff for Indian men. And so initially, you're supposed to do it when you're a kid, like at 7 something. It just never happened for me. So like, it just happened right now. So I went to India and I was able to spend some quality time with, my sister, my brothers, all that stuff. So part of that ceremony is they shave your head off completely. So
You were bald headed.
Oh, I was completely bald headed, man.
Oh my God.
Did you at least donate the hair? That was a lot of JB hair, man.
So yeah, that's part of the ceremony, man. So it's just now getting to grow back, you know what I mean? But like,
okay.
But yeah, so it's basically like, it was a very big event. It was a lot of fun. So no, I don't have time for a girlfriend, and I'm it's so funny because like my mom wants to get me married by the time I turn 27, and fucking
how old are you?
I'm 24, man.
Oh my goodness! Hey, Sean, hey man, let me tell you something. Hey, one of them Indian girl, that long hair, man, hook me up with one, man.
I would love to, but
hey, look, I want one on that keep their face covered.
No, man, but here's the funny thing. Like, I didn't even know that this was my mom's plan until last year. So what was so funny was my mom said this right in front of my sister. She put her hand on her shoulder. She's like, I'm getting your brother married at 27. Fucking teach this son of a bitch a lesson. I was like, whoa.
Oh, my goodness.
I was like,
man, take me over there, man. I want to go over
there. That cuts your neck, DJ.
What? Hey, I'm telling you. Hey. Man, Indian women are loyal, man. They are loyal to their men.
But their culture is worse than the KKK, brother.
Yeah,
you better watch your step.
Trust me, like, I know, like, look, my sister, my mom are like, I love them to death, but man, they are vicious people, man. So, so this thing about Indian women, they are loyal, yes.
No, I told you. I told you.
I didn't say they wasn't.
No, they are loyal, and part of an Indian cultures is that you accept other families and shit like that. But just beware, they are nutcrackers, man.
But look, y'all weep. Hey, I'm brown. Just say I'm a real dark Indian.
But yeah, no. So that's the reason I got a new look going. I mean, but
well, that's cool, man. I'm glad you got your thing doing, and that's good, man. How long does it last, the ceremony?
The whole event was maybe 4 or 5 days, I want to say. Yeah, something.
So when you were doing all that, did anybody tell you to let Cowboys Corner be in one of your videos?
Nope.
Man, don't start that. You're not getting his movies, man.
I'm a good actor. Go watch
my
reactions.
No, man. So I'm shooting a movie in October. So like, I just got out, like, before this stream, I got off a meeting with my team. So it's, I'm excited about it. It's gonna be my big production.
Hey, I'll tell you this right now, and fifth quarter can contest to this. If you don't want me in your movie, you got to get my 8-year-old daughter, Diana. In
she's a natural. She's a
natural actress, bro.
Okay.
I mean, seriously, man. I'm not even joking. I'm serious at this point. She is You got to send me a TikTok, bro. She got it, man. She got it. You live in Texas, right?
Yeah, I'm here I'm in McKinney only. So.
Well, I know where McKinney. I got friends in McKinney.
Hey, man, I almost took a job down there, the oil field in McKinney. I almost took a job there. I should have took it.
Oh, that's awesome. But yeah, no, I wanted to. Speaking of being a filmmaker,
I did for the Super Bowl, Gene Jones. I did for the Super Bowl.
But speaking of being a a filmmaker, and I've touched upon this a lot. The fact that being a director is essentially no different than being an NFL quarterback, other than just it obviously being two different fields. But the thing about being a director, and a lot of it comes down to, I appreciate that 1980, but a lot of it is when you're messing up and when you're not performing, or when you have to admit it. You know what I mean? And you have to be able to make change. That's really what it is, right? At the end of the day, my job as a director is like, I'll be completely honest with you. It's like, at the end of the day, as an audience, you don't give two flying fucks about what goes on in my production. You don't. I mean, that's just not the reality of every. So there, I could go through complete dog shit experience in my production. At the end of the day, you see what the movie I put out is.
Yeah.
Is it not a good movie? That's all I need to know as an audience, right? And so, same thing applies to an NFL quarterback when you're playing that game. We don't. I mean, we have nothing against Dak Prescott as a person. We, him talking about his characters and people commenting on his character and him being a great leader. That's all fine and dandy. Did he or did he not play a good game? Did he or did he not take us to the promised land? And
right.
So being a filmmaker, I can attest to that it's not much, and it's because there's not much of difference. And I mean, as a director, my production rests on me.
Yep.
As a quarterback, your NFL team rests on you.
Yep.
Bottom line, that's what it is. So if my film bombs at the office, let's just say I get no recognition for it, it's going to come on me because it's my movie. If the team stunk, which it did, because Dak Prescott's the quarterback and his play was the main reason we did not win that San Francisco game. When you have a defense strapping up a team that was averaging nearly 40 points a game to 19, and you cannot put up, and you're averaging in a regular season, like this whole shit about, we're number one offense and this, we're number one at that, offensive line is great, whatever the case might be. Did it come through when it mattered? No, right? And so that's so it's just, dude, I don't want to hear nothing, no excuses, nothing. At the end of the day, Dak Prescott, you have to perform. That's what it is. And I don't want
like you say, like nobody would give a fuck about what goes on behind the scenes with you and your production crew. Nobody would give a fuck. It's about when that movie comes out, like, man, this shit sucks. People, somebody be like, well, man, while he was filming, his dog died or he had a cold that day. I don't give a fuck. That's what they do with Dak. Oh, Dak been through this, man. Everybody been through something.
Right.
When you come to that field, it's time to lace up, put that shit on your back and run with it, man.
Right.
Dad's daddy died. He still came out there and caught a touchdown pass from Dak.
Right. And the thing is like, I know, like, being a director, if you're actually a really great director, you can turn a bullshit experience into something that's really special on the screen.
I don't know. I can't find that out because you won't let me on a film.
Oh my fucking God.
But trust me, I know it because I went through a couple of stuff on my last production. But that's a different discussion. But like, it's just like, if you truly, first of all, you have to care. Bottom line,
I care. I'll take my stuff. I'll take my work serial.
Dude.
No, but I'm saying, as a director, if at the end of the day, you're the one who has to be able to come through because if I, like, for example, like, if I'm constantly messing up on my own production, but I'm saying, I'm going to get better, and it never happens, why should anybody else on my team give a flying fuck about me?
I say the same thing about my diets.
But why should anyone? And
oh my God.
And the thing is I mean, and as an NFL quarterback, and for Dak Prescott, you're talking about, I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna clean up interceptions. I'm gonna do this, that, and the third. I promise I'm gonna clean up picks. Have you done it? No, you haven't done anything.
Have you put me in a movie yet? No.
Hey, you ever do a comedy movie? You gotta put me and him in there, man.
Oh man, that's difficult to make. Comedy movies are hard to make, man. I've not made one, and
we don't even need a script. Just put the camera in front of us.
We're doing it right now.
This man crazy. Y'all follow Skywalker still? I know Skywalker still. And Botch Lombardi. You mean Votch? I don't follow. I had Votch on my live screen like in 2018. something like that. He came on my show, but no, I don't follow him. I know who Skywalker still is. I don't follow Vice, cause man, they had started saying some slick stuff about us some years ago. So I stopped following those guys.
Skywalker Steele's the best of any of those names you just mentioned.
Do you think Dak's being disingenuous? I don't think it's about him being disingenuous, man.
I don't think he's being disingenuous. I think
you are, because you haven't even told me to send you an acting clip.
Bruv, come on, man.
Anyways, it's like Eshawn said. Like, what is he supposed to get up there and say?
Right. And he's not being disingenuous.
Email me a clip. That's what he's supposed to say.
Dak's not being disingenuous.
Oh, we're talking about football? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes. Come on, man. You're just trolling. Come on, man.
I'm acting here. See how great that was?
Yeah.
No, but Jim Law's like, dude, he's not. I'm not saying that he's being disingenuous and that he doesn't want to get better. What I'm saying is he keeps saying the same thing and there's no results to show for it.
Yeah.
And
like Cowboys gonna always tell me he's gonna lose weight. He's gonna get on that, but he never do.
It's
right.
just like
I got the only thing I get to keto is when my house key falls out the door and lands on my foot.
Oh man, keto diets stink, man. I can't. Not for me.
I ain't die yet. That's what I always say.
But yeah, no, man. He might believe what he's saying, and I mean, I'm not gonna call him a liar by saying he doesn't believe it, but it's just like
Dak's a liar.
He keeps saying the same shit.
Yeah.
It's not that he's disingenuous. It's just that he's comfortable. You know what I mean? And he's comfortable being this face of this marketing company that is the Dallas Cowboys, because he knows that at the end of the day, he takes enough shit from us as it is. So he really, I'm pretty sure he probably did not lose. He probably did not lose any sleep over that San Francisco game. Well, I mean, like, let's be honest. He probably was.
No, he didn't. No, why? Because that payroll check.
That payroll's coming.
Why you popped another soda for? That's your second soda on this live stream.
It's caffeine free. Don't worry about me.
Anyways, I'm hungry.
In my emotions of not being in an Eshawn production. All right, I've been asking for 2 years now.
Anyways,
wait, hold up. Trust me, man. If the amount of people that have asked to be in my productions, I would not be able to cast all of them. The amount of people that have asked. So, like,
I would just audition and I would win it fair and square. But you want to audition?
Well, you film in Texas, bro?
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
Well, I mean, right now I am, yeah, but I mean, who knows what'll happen down the lane.
They can ask just like me, but I ain't got a script. I ain't got a character.
And when you blow up, don't forget about us, man.
Oh, dude,
I'm just trying to go for the ride, because if he blows up, he could be my manager and put me in more movies. He gets a cut of the pay.
Anyways, we're gonna get ready and get up out of here. Let him get to where he's going first, man. Then maybe you can get in the movie. Dang.
This needs to be on TV.
Please. No, it don't.
Oh yeah. That's why I was on TV on Friday night. See, I already got a resume for you.
Anyway,
I've been on
salute to everybody for coming on here. Eshawn, I appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
Cowboys Corner, you're not getting this movie, man.
Nah, I appreciate both of you, man. Letting me on.
Hey, I've been on TV. I've been on the news.
Nah, for sure. If the Cowboys do anything more big, we're gonna come back. But honestly, y'all probably won't see me again until the draft. I'm pretty sure Eshawn will come back on once the draft hit.
Yep.
And
email me, Eshawn. Email me. Give me the script.
Anyways, salute to everybody. Peace out, y'all. Thanks y'all for coming on, man.
Appreciate you, man. Catch you soon.
Yep.